We're going to continue this section about toxic behavior in relationships. I want you to understand when it comes to behavior, there's a couple different components that you have to consider, okay? We're going to get right into them. When the first time you're exposed to something and you might feel vulnerable, you might feel uncomfortable, once you start feeling a certain way, that is your time to set that boundary with whoever made you feel uncomfortable, okay? You need to learn to advocate for yourself, because let me explain something about behavior. Once you tolerate that the first time, that signals to the other person, hey, they let me talk to them that way. Hey, I could do that because she didn't do nothing the last time, okay? You set that boundary for them to treat you a certain way and have them place you in there's like a little respect tier, right? They don't respect you if they're going to violate you. So the next component is time, because guess what happens over time? That behavior is going to intensify and it's going to increase. You know why? Because you start building a tolerance before you even know it. So you're going to get one disrespect, then the disrespect's going to intensify, and then they're going to make you feel uncomfortable. There's so many things when it comes to that kind of toxic behavior that it's a shaping process. Every behavior is shaped, and over time it's going to intensify and intensify. And I'm talking about time, it could be years. Okay, so once you hit that first plateau of like, whoa, I don't like this, that's where you set the boundary. And you allow them to change, right? Because you place the boundary. So now you have to wait and see if they're going to change that behavior. But if they don't change that behavior and actually intensifies, you're actually reinforcing, which means you're allowing, which means you're tolerating, which means you're accepting, which means that you're okay with that type of behavior. Because you are the only one in control of your environment, okay? So once they violate those boundaries and they're not respecting your what you're gonna tolerate, and they don't give a F about how you feel, and they keep dragging you and abusing you and doing all these toxic things, you need to get out before it gets to that point. And at the end of the day, you are the only one in control of your environment and how you're going to move and navigate. And I know it's hard to do that sometimes, especially if you're stuck in a specific predicament. But once you reach that peak where you know you deserve better, that's when you need to realize you always got to remain calm and neutral, because you don't want to intensify those things. You have to tolerate it for the time being, but you need to start finding a way out of this.